There we go. There we go. No movie for the 31st. Just kind of want to do a recap, I guess, in place of the movie, because 31st it was Halloween. Uh, had a party and just you know I'm a mess, as you can see. But that's all right. I think I had fun, so so it doesn't really matter. Um, and this morning, hangover, so I'm good. Got my Big Red coffee brewing. I think I threw up last night. I feel like that's the main reason why I'm not like hungover. You know what I mean? Just kind of like got it out of my system when I was drunk, so I don't have to feel it now in my sober state. So shout out to drunk me. Oh yeah, but costume. I was Sean from Shaun of the Dead. Of course, we talked about it, and so I was like, you know what, that'd be fun. And yeah, I had a cool little gimmick. Obviously, at the start of the day, I just had the like the pen in my pocket with like the bitter red. And over the course of the night, as I drank more, I had like the tie wrapped around my head and shit, and just had had like myself or like some others just like splat more blood on me as the night went by. So I don't know, it was fun. And then obviously I woke up just with a ton of blood. So I guess either I committed or somebody else committed. It was probably me. My hands are red. Um, but yeah, so I mean, cool, but didn't watch a movie. In truth, I watched parts of movies. I watched maybe like the first 10 minutes of Nosferatu, Robert Eggers. I watched like the first 30 minutes of They Live. Again, shout out John Carpenter. And I watched or just rewatched a little bit of Shaun of the Dead. Just to pass the time while I was waiting around. Uh, no, but I wanted to do a recap. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Yeah, just wanted to do a bit of a recap, talk about a few of the movies from this month. Maybe like I don't know. Yeah, this is very impromptu, but I just wanted to get something out, just to close the book on this. Um, yeah, so I was thinking like top three, bottom three. I feel like that'd be fun, and let's see if I can do it from memory without having to like cheat sheet and look anything up. Uh, let's start negative. Let's start negative. Uh, I'm gonna say bottom three in no particular order, just the bottom three. Well, this one is in a specific order, because fuck this movie. Obviously, whenever I talked about it, I fucking hated it. Hills Have Eyes. Um, the movie fucking spits on you like an hour into it for even thinking of spending an hour of your time on it. So it's just an insult on you. Yeah, so fuck it. And then the other two, well, it's a bit unfair to say, but Rumpelstiltskin, uh, you know, it is what it is. And Terrified 3. Oh well. I mean, again, with like Rumpelstiltskin, I feel like it's pretty obvious why it's bad, and that's why it's bottom three. And then with Terrifier 3, it's just more so disappointment than anything. Not that it's like terrible, but I was just so disappointed. I was expecting a lot more, and it just didn't live up. Yeah. And then I'm gonna say top three. Just to be fair, I won't put any of like the rewatches into the top three. So I'm gonna say Talk to Me for sure. The Wretched. Again, I feel like I was kind of like on the fence about that, but the more I think about it, the more I kind of like it. Even though it could use like a bit of a tweak here and there, I think that was a good one. And hmm, what's the third one? What's the third one that I felt really positive about? Maybe I should have looked it up because now I don't remember anything. Hmm. Fuck it, Shaun of the Dead. No. Yeah, of course. It's a bit of a cop out, but man, Talk to Me, of course, really enjoyed. Really, really liked that one. Again, it was like one that I've been meaning to watch for so long, and like with Halloween horror, um, finally got a chance to watch it, so I'm happy about that, and of course, really enjoyed it, and I feel like I was able to dig into it a little bit, which is good. Um, and like the video of me talking about it is out there, so you should check it out. I'll probably just revisit it if anything, like the actual movie itself, but then also like my video talking about it, just to see if there's anything I missed out on, right? Uh, yeah, because I feel like for so many videos, there's like things I just like forget to talk about. Um, and then of course, if I do like right after the fact, I like I'll just like type out in the description like a note or two. So hopefully I'll check the descriptions because there's always little like useful tidbits, I feel like, or just like a bit more insight on something I may have forgotten, or just kind of elaborating on what was talked about. And then the wretched. With the wretched, that was, I mean, again, I feel like when I talked about it, I was like on the fence, because I feel like there's things that are kind of missing. There's things that are sort of missing in it for me, uh, but I felt like it was so interesting to commit to this like teen romance angle, right? For like a large bulk of the movie, um, or just like this teenage aspect of the movie. I feel like is like super focused on. So I thought that was interesting, and then of course I had like interesting visuals here and there, and a an interesting like horror creature. So I thought that was cool. Um, Again, I think that one's worth a rewatch, but just with people to kind of like talk about it and like dissect it a little bit, because I feel like there's like quite a bit to learn from that movie, just in like how to like pace and stuff like that, or like where you can like cut fluff. Oh well. Speaking on that, now I finally thought about a third one. I'd say also part of the top three, uh, Until Dawn. I mean, again, don't know what the perception is about it. Of course, it being a video game movie, people are gonna have different expectations. But like I said, I didn't play the game, so to me, I just watched it as its own thing and enjoyed it. So, shout out to Until Dawn, and I feel like there's a common link between Until Dawn and the Wretched in terms of main characters. So maybe y'all can connect the dots. Uh, but yeah, I think that's it. So again, just to reiterate, bottom three: Hills Have Eyes, Terrified 3, and Rumpelstiltskin. Top three. Top three: Talk to Me, Wretched, and Until Dawn. Just fun. Just fun. I think at one point, it'd be nice to just go through like iconic horror movies, right? Because I said I watched a movie a day, but like sometimes I'll just watch like a few, but I would just talk about the one that I haven't seen before, because I'll watch one I haven't watched, and then with like more people, I'll watch like a classic horror. Like I ended up watching like Nightmare on Elm Street a few nights ago, and just like a few other things here and there, right? Just because some people I'm with like have never seen them, so I was like, well, yeah, let's just check it out. Might as well, right? Since we got time, and it's October. Yeah, and like I say, I don't like slashers, but the only slasher I tend to like are just like classic ones, right? Like Nightmare on Elm Street. It's so simple, and it does like such a good job at like establishing rules, and I think that's why I like it so much. Same with like Halloween, John Carpenter again. Um, Same with that, like just like super simple. Uh, I feel like there's like Scream. And I feel like I briefly talked about Scream at one point whenever I was doing this. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, just like shout out to those slashers, right? Scream, uh, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Again, like all of them, I feel like are just simple, um, now I think it's difficult, right? Because it's that concept of, well, like all the good ideas are like kind of taken. So like, where do we go with this? Like, how do we try to like reinvent the wheel, or do we just like do the same shit? It's a hard position to be in, and I feel like there hasn't really been like an iconic horror villain for a while. Uh, I don't know. Like you look at advertising now, man. People are trying to push the Grabber from the Black Phone. People are trying to push Art the Clown. People are trying to push Freddy from Five Nights. I don't know. It's difficult. And then obviously you have more like indie horror stuff. You have like Huggy Wuggy and shit like that, right? But that's more marketed to kids. Same with Five Nights. I don't know. So not that all the good ideas are taken, but I think it's just kind of hard to find a new angle with how high the bar was set at the very start. I don't know, just my opinion on it. But yeah, thanks for sticking around all of October. If y'all watched anything, again, just like on certain videos, man, like don't be scared to like comment and stuff, right? I feel like that's something I struggled with a lot, but I'm getting better at it. Just like interacting with stuff, because I feel like that's what people want sometimes, and that's kind of what I want. I want to hear different opinions. I want to gain new perspectives on the stuff I talk about, because I feel like I say it a lot in some of the videos, but man, sometimes I'm like missing the point like completely, or I just have the wrong opinion, and I need people to keep me in check. So if you're ever just like even just the comment shit like, oh, you're fucking wrong, go for it. But yeah, that's it for October. I have ideas for like other things I want to do, because this has been a lot of fun for me. So yeah, I'll just talk about more like random bullshit. So if you want to stick around for that, stick around. But take care.